You play with some big-time players, my guy. How about I go through a list of these guys? LeBron, Giannis, Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, Ant-Man, Cat. You've had some great teammates over these years that you've only been able to make the conference finals with because your impact was that strong. One time, James Harden, Russell Westbrook, Sweet Lemon Pepper Lou, and Dwight Howard. Not every all-star that's played in the game or plays in the game wants to play the way we do or wants to see the type of performances that we've had.
Honest question, why do NBA players play so hard in random open gyms in the summer but give no effort in the All-Star game? My response is because All-Stars take the game for granted. Trae Young's response was,
he said, relax, let us speak for ourselves.
He's been to the playoffs 3 times. I've been to the playoffs 9.
9 is more than 3.
He's been in the NBA 7 years. My first 7 years, I didn't miss the playoffs at all. Don't put yourself up here, right? Because you score a lot of points and a lot of assists, but you lose.
I lean towards Patrick Beverley on this one, not because Trae Young wasn't making any valid points, but the original statement that really started this back and forth between Pat Bev and Trae Young was that Pat Bev said All-Stars are taking the game for granted. And if we look back at the All-Star weekend and how it was looking in the All-Star game, really, you could tell that players are not playing hard. Now, I forgot if it was Paul George's podcast or another player podcast, but they were having this discussion in the past, and they admitted that there's players who feel like they should be compensated for a lot of the money that is made on NBA All-Star Weekend. Now, some people will look at that and say, hey, usually players can get contract incentives for making All-Star teams, or if they do, it builds their case for getting more money when it's time to negotiate for a better contract. And so that leads to what Pat Bev was saying, where our players taking it for granted, knowing that all these fans are watching. This is just me adding on to it now. And they still don't want to play hard because they're not getting exactly a lot of the money from it. Here's another important point, though, that needs to be pointed out. There's a perception among NBA players that if you didn't play in the NBA or even sports in general, any professional sports league, they'll look at other guys who haven't played on that level and say, why are you talking the game? You don't really know what's going on here. When I hear Trae Young say, relax, leave it to us, as in you're not an NBA All-Star, the goalpost is kind of being moved here. Patrick Beverley is someone who played in the NBA among a lot of All-Stars that Trae Young obviously mentioned. If there's someone who knows what they're talking about and could really discuss it from firsthand experience, who shared the court with All-Stars, the locker room with All-Stars, it would be Patrick Beverley.